Hey everyone, it's me, James Introcaso. You're probably wondering what happened to episode 41 of Table Top Babble. Well, you're here. This is the new episode 41. The previous episode 41 featured an interview with Frank Mentzer about his Imperia Kickstarter. That Kickstarter was canceled, so the interview is no longer as relevant, but that's not why we took the podcast down. Allegations of harassment have recently been brought to light against Frank by numerous trustworthy parties. The evidence against him is pretty clear. Don't Split the Podcast Network, Rudy Basso, and myself don't want to give a voice or praise to people in the community who make others feel unwelcome or attacked in any way. I'm not going to get too much into the details here about the allegations against Frank, but I will say unwanted advances and victim blaming in cases of sexual harassment and assault are despicable, unconscionable, and they have to be called out. I do want to say a few words about harassment and sexual assault in general. For a long time, the RPG community and the world were dominated by straight, white, cisgendered men. In many ways, they still are today. If you've been following the news or social media at all, we keep seeing men in positions of power and leadership taking advantage of their roles. We keep seeing men taking advantage of being men. That needs to stop. And my fellow straight, white, cis dudes, we need to be the ones to stop it. If you haven't stopped speaking and behaving in ways that support a culture of sexual harassment and assault, stop right now. It's not okay to do, ever. Don't talk about fellow human beings like they're objects, even if you're just a guy with your friends. Don't shout at human beings on the street. Don't harass them online. It's never okay to make someone feel unsafe, no matter what your intentions are. There's something else I'm going to ask men to do, and it's even more difficult. We have to call out misogyny when we see it. We have to stop it, because we have the power. At our game tables, our dinner tables, our bars, our locker rooms, and our workplaces. It's the only way that we grow our communities, and most importantly, it's the only way that we can make those around us safe. It doesn't matter if the harasser is your boss, your brother, or your best friend. Speak up, because no matter how hard it is for you, it's even more difficult for someone without your privilege and power to do so. For those who have brought these issues with Frank and others to light, it takes a lot of guts to stand up and say something when you've been harassed, especially when that person holds a lot of power. You're helping change the community. Thank you for your bravery and honesty. You are heard, and I stand with you to make the community a better place. Thank you so much. This has been episode 41 of Tabletop Babble.